hundreds of thousands of people took to Facebook this week to send their prayers out to a dog with lunch meat on its face, further proving the grave gullibility of the internet. Now, this is a picture of the poor ham-stricken dog. Now, his owner, Stephen Roseman, posted, "This poor dog was badly burned and disfigured trying to save his family from house fire. 1 like equals 1 prayer, 1 share equals 10 prayers." Obviously, he's poking fun at a lot of the Facebook posts we see that talk about prayers and what a post will do and what a like will do and all that good stuff. Here are some of the responses to this post. "Heal him in Jesus' name." "I'm dying. It's so sad. How could someone disfigure an animal like that?" You're noticing there's a lot of spelling mistakes in some of the prayer ones, which I think there might be a reason for. "You people are evil." But some people did catch on faster than others. This person said, "I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but is that a piece of ham over a dog's head? Burns don't work like this. Wouldn't there be burns all over the body? Just saying." So yes, he has a valid point there because it was a piece of ham.
And these folks seem a little gullible. He later put out an audio of the dog that said, "I'm very badly burned." But dogs also don't speak, so that might have been a clue. Okay. And now I know you think that probably that attempt at humor was a little ham-fisted, and he's hamming it up a little bit here.
I think somebody else is hamming it up a bit too.
I can go all night. You know me. All right. Anyway, I love this. You know, a lot of people can make fun of the woman saying, you know, "Cure him in the name of Jesus," right? But didn't it work? He is cured.
He's not burned anymore.
He's not burned, okay? And
Yeah.
I mean, he might even be cured ham. I'm here all week long. Anyway.
So like everybody's saying like all these people were tricked and they're so dumb and blah blah blah. It's just a ham. And then I kind of like sat back and I'm like, wow, people are actually like good-hearted and nice and wanted to send prayers for a dog that even wasn't burnt.
So that's among the 2 points I wanted to make on the substance of this story.
Yeah.
So one is that we've talked about it a lot on this show. Human beings are questionable. And so if a kid gets killed, I'm sorry to make the story a little, serious, but, or somebody unarmed gets shot, did they have it coming? What did they do wrong? Because they're humans, they take actions, they're cognizant, they're conscious, etc. So you can blame them even if it doesn't make any sense, right? But if you attack a dog, this country will go ballistic. They will do anything to protect their dogs.
Well, remember the dog that of the Ebola nurse? Everybody signed that petition not to put the dog down because they were, people were nervous that it was going to spread the disease, and people were like, hell no. Same thing. Thousands
of different cases where if a dog is involved, all hell will break loose. Again, sorry to make it depressing, but there was a case recently where cops busted into the wrong house, threw a concussion grenade into a baby's crib. He was actually badly burned. And everybody's like, well, they thought it was a relative, and the cops got to do what they got to do, and drugs are bad. And cop got off completely. No, but if you had done that to a dog, people would be calling for blood. You put a piece of ham on a dog's face, people are calling for blood.
Right.
Right? Okay, so now back to the little bit more lighthearted part of this. The second point that's a little bit serious that I want to make is about the point system he put on prayers. Like, it's one thing to say, hey, my heart goes out to that dog. All of our hearts would if he was actually burned, right?
Of course.
And you want to do a prayer for that? Millions of people, most of the world believes in that. God bless, go forward. Appropriate, I suppose, right? But you really think that God has a point system? Like if you, oh yeah, no, he's right, I got to share this, because then that's the equivalent of 10 prayers. And Yahweh's sitting up there like, yeah, that's true. No, a like's only 1 prayer. I was going to say 5 prayers for a share. But no, 10 prayers for a share. And if it piles up enough and you've got enough prayers, then I'll take the ham off his face.